Okay, hi everyone. My name is Gabriel.
I'm James.
I'm Keola.
I'm Austin. We decided to model the competitive market of skis and snowboard sales using these two equations right here. X represents the number of snowboards sold as a percent gross of alpine equipment, and Y represents the number of skis sold. A and B represent first-time buyers of snowboards and skis, respectively, which means that they're going to be positive because they only contribute to positive growth. C and D are people switching from one snow sport to the other, so they will both be negative.
So I will be explaining why we got our values or how we got our values. A and B, these are the initial values for first-time buyers, and we got that from researching the annual sales between skiers and snowboarders from 2015 to 2016, and we scaled it down by, I believe, 1,000 or 100,000, I think. And then C and D, they're both negative. And C represents the 3 people trading in their snowboards for 2 people trading in their skiers, switching off, kind of like, because their interactions are negative with one another. So if you skiing interactions is negative with snowboarding interactions because if one leaves skiing, one enters snowboarding, one leaves snowboarding, one enters skiing. So that's how we got that.
No one's leaving the sport. They're still going to do something on that.
Yeah.
It's just one switching.
Yeah.
And then, so this is what our solved equations look like. They're not pretty at all, but we got these equations just from, we worked through the Laplace transformation, which Austin will go over later, and then we put the inverse, we have Wolfram Alpha do the inverse Laplace because it involved hyperbolic cosines and sines, which we didn't really want to have to deal with.
It's just a fancy word for exponential.
And when it is graphed at our original chosen equilibrium points of 35, 65, negative 3, and negative 2, we have a source at 0, 0, and then we have a saddle right here, which is down on our graphing, or on our work area. And then when A and B are shifted slightly, as well as C and D, we can see that the source stays at 0, 0, but then the saddle actually moves to the higher X and higher Y area.
Where does it go?
It shifts by about 30.
Yeah, so this is just all of our work. So we have our initial conditions up top with our equations, took the Jacobian, and then plugged in all of our equilibrium points for that. When we got, so if you scroll down a little bit, so we went through all the work like all you guys did, keep going. And so we got to this bottom part, and that was pretty much as far as we could go without sort of knowing what to do. Because like Gabe was saying, like we were going to get hyperbolic cosines and hyperbolic sines, which we didn't really know how to deal with. So then we used Wolfram Alpha to sort of help get that data out, and then so we could get our final equations, which were up at the top that you guys saw.
And just because I didn't have it listed up there, but I have it listed in the work, our saddle point at 35, 65 for A and B is 32.5 for the X value, and then 11.67 for the Y value.
Can you scroll down to the bottom again? Of that page, yeah, right there. Is that S squared minus 2,275?
Yes.
Okay, so your number is, big.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's a difference of squares.
Mm-hmm.
So you can break that into S plus whatever square root of that is, and S minus whatever square root. That's just 2 exponentials multiplied together. That's what they're saying hyperbolic.
Okay.
Sine is those 2 exponentials together.
Got it.
Good to know.
Yeah, and then if you look at our graph, like it makes sense for the competitive market too. So like what Gabe was saying, he's like, so we have our saddle point where competitors are driving each other out, and sort of like, I don't know, Gabe, you explained it well. Sort of just like as the skiers start going up increasingly, we're getting less and less snowboarders. But then as we get snowboarders also increasing, and then obviously as like market increases, snowboarders and skiers will both increase to a degree.
Yeah, because we have a sort of line here where, if you start on this side, you're gonna become a skier, even if you're do both, and if you start on this side, then you're gonna become a snowboarder primarily.